Hello. Welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm out of breath. So I'm using a different way to record just for now, using one of my portable devices. It doesn't have to be plugged into a wall. It's portable. It's basically a vibrator without the cord. If you guys need a picture. Wait, that's not really what I meant. But anyway, I just I didn't feel like sitting down talking over a mic. And also, the last couple of times I recorded, the software didn't save it properly. I mean, it saved it, but it saved it in a way which is not properly. So I couldn't transfer it to YouTube because, like, the editing software wouldn't take it. Just like most women won't take me. But anyway, I saw something that was pretty scary to a person like me. Apparently, there's a new strain, a super strain of gonorrhea that is resistant to antibiotics, and it's staying strong. It's survival of the fittest. Apparently, it happens with STDs as well. But the fact that it was news means that it's really bad. There's probably a gonorrhea epidemic going on right now, but because it's an STD, it doesn't get the news coverage it should get, but just the fact that it gets covered a little bit. Like when you go to the beach and they put a warning sign saying like the high levels of whatever, don't swim in the water. There was a nuclear waste spill in China. No, but there'll be like a warning saying don't go in the water. It's not safe. Okay. So you're telling me the day before you put this sign up, the water was safe? No. Like, what happened in a 24-hour period where like the water went from, hey, you can go in there and swim and swallow seawater by accident. But now that it's Tuesday, now that it's 12:01 a.m., you can't go in the water. No, I mean, it's the ocean. Like, the same stuff was there the day before. It's just that it's so bad that, they have to warn you, because if you get sick, on this particular day, they can probably sue you because, like they know the levels. But anyway, so that's what I'm saying with this gonorrhea. I live in Los Angeles. I'm just under the impression that there is a crazy STD epidemic going on right now. It's just that it's gotten so bad that it's now affecting incels and just people that usually don't get laid. Now that they got laid once or twice, they're getting sick. That's how you know it's bad. Because think about it. It'll be like one chick, like one woman, because like you gotta realize women have high body counts. Okay, so let's just say Sarah. Sarah is on Tinder. Sarah is just whatever, just like your regular average chick. But the regular average chick has social media, and she has like every female, her inbox is full of guys. Okay, which means there's constant attention. Okay, the average woman is getting constant attention, which means the average woman is getting constant action if she wants, and like most women do. So, whatever, Sarah is sleeping, with like 10 different guys at once, okay? And, obviously those 10 guys are sleeping with just this one chick. Okay, so like when Sarah gets an STD, hopefully she tells the guys until like the guys stop. But these 10 guys are used to getting laid. So like they can stop, and they stop. But then you have like a loser, like let's just say like a loser like me, who is I don't even talk to women, I don't interact with women, I don't look at women unless they're K-pop idols. So, when you like K-pop idols and anime chicks, you're not getting laid. Okay, but let's just say, because Sarah isn't getting attention from the 10 guys anymore because, she has to take some pills or whatever, I go in her inbox, or I hit on her, or I talk to her at a bar or whatever, and so she's just starving for attention. She'll sleep with me. I'm a guy who never gets laid, so I'm not going to turn down Sarah. Hopefully she'll, dress like, I don't know, like a Powerpuff Girl, or like Sailor Moon, because, it's the only way I can get an erection. Okay, that was just too much information. Anyway, so Sarah's dressing like Sailor Mercury. I'm excited. I'm hard. I'm like, hey, I do her. A couple days later, starts to burn when I pee. Like I take a piss and the toilet water catches on fire like there's an oil spill. So the loser like me now has an STD, and so now I go to the doctor. Okay, now there's dozens of more guys like me who are now getting gonorrhea. That's how it makes the news. That's exactly how it happens. I know, conspiracy theory, but what have we learned the past 2 years? All those conspiracy theories have turned out to be true. And this, I guarantee you, incels, NEETs, guys who like K-pop idols and anime chicks are catching gonorrhea, and they're going to the doctor like, hey, wait a moment. Even guys like you were getting this stuff? Okay, there's a problem. Sound the alarm. Also, I'm just curious, what about etiquette? Because, like OnlyFans, OnlyFans, all the women on OnlyFans who are like doing the porn stuff, because some people are legit on OnlyFans doing like whatever, music, slam poetry, whatever. The people who were on OnlyFans, showing their bits, showing their parts, bending over, going smile with their vagina. Most of them are prostitutes, okay? So when there's a super strain of gonorrhea, do they tell their whatever super simpy monthly members that are paying $50 a month, listen boys, there's a super strain of gonorrhea going around, so it's going to cost you extra to spend a night with me, and you have to wear 2 condoms. I just wonder, does that get talked about? Because, prostitutes have, or sex, whatever, OnlyFans girls, sex workers, whatever, they make their living by doing sexual stuff. So I'm pretty sure they're on top of this, right? And I'm sure they tell their clients. Man, I'm not talking about the ones that just, pay to see and post a video. I'm talking about the ones that actually meet up. Because I've seen it where, I've seen plenty of cases on social media where, someone, pays enough money and, the OnlyFans girl that they're subscribed to will meet up and, hook up. Which some are really weird. I saw one where this guy, this guy paid this chick $10,000. I'm like, really, dude? I'm trying to think of something that's worth that I would spend $10,000 on. And it's not vagina. I don't care if it's Lisi or Famive or Munishin from Mitzi. Or anyone from New Jeans. I'm not spending 10 grand. Well, maybe high end, or honey. Anyway, but listen, if I'm gonna spend $10,000 on something, you know what it's gonna be? The biggest brick of coke ever, or the biggest chunk of meth ever. Okay, it's I want to go into my living room and half the living room's coke. It's gonna be so much coke you could build Frosty the Coke Man. That's how much coke I want. No. Switch that. We're gonna have a cokey meth man. We're gonna have a crystal meth base. That'd be the biggest snowball on the bottom, the crystal meth base, okay? Okay. Then the middle of this coked out methy snowman is going to be crack, okay? We're going to have a bunch of crack rocks, and then we're going to put them in a fish net. You know, like when you buy like tangerines from the store and it's like in that orange like fishnet plastic thing. Yeah. So we're gonna have a big thing of that. That's gonna be the middle of the methed out Frosty the Coke Man. Okay. And then the very top, the head of Frosty the Coked out methed out man is just gonna be Coke. We're gonna have the triple doozy. Okay. Meth, crack, Coke man. Okay, and then like the arms of this methed out Coke man, we're gonna have it be like a car antenna. Okay, because I don't know if you ever lost your pipe and you want to smoke crack, you just break someone's car antenna and smoke it out of that. I've never done it. I almost said I did, but I did the reversal. So we have two car antennas for his arms, okay? And then like for the eyes and the buttons, we're gonna have Chore Boy. That's that metal. It's like the metal sponge thing that you would wipe your sink out of. They sell it at 7-Eleven, but it's really for smoking coke. Your crack. You put your crack rocks on top of the Chore Boy. You get a lighter. You like burn the Chore Boy, kind of melt it up a little bit, or it doesn't melt, but you gotta burn a little bit. You put that in your pipe. You put the crack on top of that. I could do a TED Talk on how to smoke crack. I'm going to see if I can do that. A TED Talk on how to smoke coke. Anyway, the nose of this methed out crack rock cocaine snowman, the nose is going to be one of those $15 meth pipes you get from Third Street Promenade. Or the $5 kind you get from Larry, who's parked on Venice Beach, that has the green van. Same thing. I'll put that right in my living room. Die the next day. From happiness, though. Not from a drug overdose, because I don't do drugs. I just talk about it on my podcast. I also don't watch porn. I just pretend, because if I talked about my day on this podcast, no one will listen. I'm trying my best here, okay? Trying my best. Anyway, enough of that fantasy. So, did anyone see the Tyre Nichols game where he played a game of basketball? It was like 1v5. He didn't make it though. Who would have thought that Tyre Nichols was going to be the black version of Piper Perry? For those of you who don't know who Piper Perry is, Piper Perry, that meme of the skinny little white girl sitting on the couch and there's 5 black guys behind her because they're going to do a gangbang? That porn star's name is Piper Perry. 5v1. I saw it. It's actually a great scene. If you've ever seen a woman use all 3 holes in 2 hands at the same time and still not be able to get all the guys at the same time, wow. You got the 5th guy like watching going, oh man, bitch got 3 holes in 2 hands and I'm the odd man out. Anyway, so Tyre Nichols was driving his car. These 5 cops pulling him over, beat the crap out of him. He dies. All the cops are black. This is why affirmative action, this is why diversity, inclusivity doesn't work. Okay? The Memphis Police Department has been scraping the bottom of the barrel where they're like, we'll even take felons. So of course all the cops are black. And what happens when you have felons that are cops? Shit like this happens. You got all 5 of them. Normally, when it's other races beating a suspect, 1 or 2 of them go, hey, wait a moment. Nah, I don't know about this. Remember, like, we got our cameras are on. This, you're a cop. Everything is on film. It does, everything's on film. You know? So, but you know, when there's like, whatever, like 5 cops, 4 cops, whatever, it doesn't matter. More than one cop, and one of the cops is just doing something fucked up, there's always 1 or 2 cops like, hey, I'm backing off on this. Hey, wait a moment, guys. This one was all 5 cops going, yeah. And then, like, after they take the guy away, because they you know, some other people came and took the guy away, but, you know, remember, they're on camera still, and, like, you know, the cops were talking about how much fun it was beating the shit out of them. Once again, when you have felons on the police force, when you lower the standards of what it takes to become whatever the job is, this happens. Okay? This is how it is. You have felons on your police force. I mean, lots of, you know, once again, there's good and bad in every profession. But like when I go, let's say I have to go to the hospital. I need a brain transplant. Okay, do I want the most qualified person or do I want the most diverse person? Do I want the person who didn't have to pass all the tests, who didn't have to have the whatever, I don't know, 6 years of medical school, you know, 2 years of basket weaving, 1 year of feminism, and 2 months of brain transplantingism? I want the person who went to school. I want the person who's qualified. I want the person who's done this before. I want the person who has the skills, the ability, the experience of doing brain transplants. I don't want Roger, who graduated from McDonald's College, but because you have affirmative action, diversity, blah, 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 he gets a pass. No, I want the best person for the job. The only time where you have to have the right race, the right sex, the right gender, because there's only 2 gender, boys and girls, is like if you're doing a Hollywood movie and it's a period piece and like you need someone to play whatever. I don't know, some like white chick from 1960. Hopefully you're going to get a white person to play that role and a female. You know, but other, you know, and I'm sure there's plenty of people qualified, but you get what I'm saying. That's the only time where a person's race matters. You know, like if you're gonna make a movie and someone's playing Malcolm X, you probably need a black guy to play that. I get it. But if you're, you know, getting a brain transplant, I don't know why I keep saying brain transplant. But if you're getting a brain transplant, I want the most qualified person. I don't care if it's a girl, I don't care if it's a boy, I don't care if she's short, tall, blah, 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 blah. Okay? On my police force, my firemen, police force, armed forces, stuff where your life is on the line. I want the best soldier, I want the best police officer, I want the best firefighter, I want the most qualified in all these positions. Okay? Same thing, going back to the first topic, same thing when it comes to your sex workers. I want the girl who's been laying on her back since the age of 14. I want the girl that has 10 years experience, knows what's up. Okay? 2 in the pink, 1 in the sink, 2 in the sink, none in the pink. I want that girl. I want the girl's experience. No, I do not want the nun. I do not want the girl who's watching Home Shopping Network complaining because they ran out of whatever. Depends. I don't know. For a fucking grandma. They have a gold trim, that's why they're on the Home Shopping Network. Just give me the best person. When I go to the dentist, which I go to the dentist a lot, I don't care that my dentist is, I've been to a couple, you know, at the same place as more than one dentist. I don't care that the person cleaning my teeth was Mexican last time, and the time before that was Japanese, and the time before that was, I believe, Mexican. I didn't go in there going, hey, listen, I don't see enough white females. I don't see enough Nigerians in here. No. It's going to be the best person who's qualified to do the job. Inclusion, diversity, get you this bullshit. Come on, people. The police chief of that city, I believe they have it in Memphis, is a woman who got fired from her old police chief job she had in New York because, she was bad at her job. So what happens when you just, pick up the scraps? When you hire scraps, you get shit like this. You got a horrible police chief, which hires horrible policemen, which results in horrible outcomes. That's why this Tyre Nichols thing happened. I saw the police body cam. It looked like a hit. It looked like these 5 cops knew this guy from like that last game of craps they were playing behind 7-Eleven and didn't like the fact that he got 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. 7-7. They didn't like the fact that he took their money and they beat the shit out of him until he died. They stopped the car, already had their guns out, yanked them out, put them on the ground. The guy resisted arrest a little bit. As soon as he resisted, they started to build. And that's another thing. I don't know why people resist because you're giving them an excuse. Not that the excuse in court's going to hold up. Well, he was resisting arrest, so we killed him. That's not going to hold up in court. But you remember, you're dealing with the mind of a psychopath. I'm just looking for a reason. Looking for a reason to do something bad. Oh, here's the reason. But people don't think, People see one too many movies. A lot of people are influenced by the media. And it's a perfect storm. You got unqualified, disqualified, not good enough, whatever kind of word you want to use, not good enough people, subpar people doing work that takes an expert. That takes a good cop is a good cop. A cop that has an exceptional record, I bet you is smart. I bet you has a high IQ. I bet you this person has good social skills. A good public servant, a good civil servant is going to have social skills, is going to have a brain, is going to know how to critically think and think about the outcomes of situations, think about my actions are going to have a result. What's that result going to be? The result of this Tyre Nichols is just going to be, the city burning for another 2 years. Remember, we got all these Democrats, these leftist groomer, Antifa, BLM rioters love when something happens like this because they get to burn shit down and they get to loot. I mean, the looting's already started. And thank God, because that's going to bring the guy back to life. There's people who probably sit around and watch the news and are just waiting for some minority to get taken down so they can go get a new TV. And there's some people who are trying to say that the 5 black cops that beat this guy are white supremacists. I thought to be a white supremacist you had to be white. But no, because of inclusion, because of affirmative action, they actually made the cut. And that's sad. Anyway, I've said enough. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.